Animal Crossing is very much a nostalgia-driven series. Unlike a lot of other Nintendo franchises, which incorporate new faces into every game to spark excitement, Animal Crossing relies very heavily on the nostalgia you receive from encountering familiar faces. So naturally, almost every Animal Crossing character is loved by most. But there are some characters who have gotten hate from certain parts of the community, and I simply will not stand for such disgusting morals. Today, I'm going to defend 5 characters who I think get undeserved hatred. Let's begin, shall we? Coming in at number 5, we have Isabelle. Now, I know what most of you guys are thinking. Professor, have you lost your mind? Everyone loves Isabelle. She's even in Smash. And you wouldn't be wrong for thinking this. But Isabelle's hatred has only started to show itself as of recently. As I'm sure you all know, Tom Nook is once again the face of Animal Crossing in New Horizons after taking a bit of a backseat in New Leaf. He's truly running the show, and honestly, I couldn't be happier. But the fact that Tom Nook has taken over has inspired a lot of people to come out and say that they despise Isabelle for taking his thunder in New Leaf, that she's a terrible, uninteresting character, and that Nook will always reign supreme. I really don't know where this came from, but it feels like Isabelle hate is all over the place now. Look, I'll admit, I'm more of a Nook fan myself, and Isabelle might be a little overrated, but there's nothing wrong with enjoying both characters. Just because you love one doesn't mean you have to detest the other. And the two are working in tandem in New Horizons, so I guess it all works out. Number 4 is Rover the cat, the first face that many of us saw in Animal Crossing. Okay, so I get that it's part of the meme at this point to pretend that Rover is this creepy stalker who wants to know all of your information and stuff, but come on, you can't disrespect my boy like that. Without Rover, how would we choose our town names, How would we decide what we look like? This inquisitive little cat is one of my favorite characters in the Animal Crossing series, and I better not see you guys roasting him anymore. Plus, he also delivers one of the best lines in the entire series. This is just gold. For number 3, we have Daisy Mae. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. What? Daisy Mae is hated? She was only just revealed, and I thought the same thing. But there's already groups of people in this world calling Daisy Mae a disgusting character because of the little snot thing in her nose. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's necessary for us as a species to ban these people from living on the planet Earth. Daisy Mae is one of the most adorable Animal Crossing characters of all time, and I'm fairly certain that it's impossible for any sane person to dislike her. I mean, look at this. How could you hate this? She's also going to sell us turnips, allowing us to make insane amounts of cash. I mean, sure, we might get the wrong day and lose all of our bells, but that's part of the fun, right? Right. Number 2 is Mr. Resetti. If I had to use one word to describe Mr. Resetti, it would be passionate. When he used to work at the Reset Surveillance Center, he was working his tail off to make sure he did his job, and he did it well. Sure, he can be rude and impolite, but that's only after you push him to his limits. After the first time you reset, he's pretty chill. It's only after you do it continuously that he loses his cool. I mean, imagine if you were in his shoes. You're sitting on the couch relaxing when all of a sudden you get an alert that the kid who caused the previous 18 alerts is doing the one thing you asked them not to do once again, and your job requires you to stop them. Are you always gonna do it with a smile on your face? You might have to do it in the middle of the night. Also, in a way, Mr. Resetti is the most important and powerful Animal Crossing character in canon, since he's literally trying to defend the world from being reset. This mole is a hero and should be treated as such, yet everyone's constantly trying to make him the bad guy. And don't forget that in New Horizons, he'll literally fly a helicopter to pick you up and drop you back at home just because you were either stuck or too lazy to make the trip back. What a great guy. No matter what he's doing, he gives it 100%. Honestly, the world needs more people like Resetti. And finally, number 1. You all know who he is, he's in the thumbnail and is literally the face of Animal Crossing, Thomas Nookington. Ever since the GameCube era, Tom Nook has been wrongfully labeled as the quote-unquote villain of Animal Crossing, and this couldn't be further from the truth. Sure, he may not be on Resetti's level of universal timeline defender, but he's just an all-around great guy. The only argument that people have for him being evil is that he puts you in debt, but it's like, what did you expect? You move into a new town with no cash to your name, and Nook either lends or builds you a house in a single night. Do you expect him to do all this for free? Stuff like this takes hard work. And furthermore, his bill has no interest or deadline, and he won't pester you for more bells unless you yourself make the decision to upgrade your place. And we can't forget about this glorious tidbit from Happy Home Designer, where Tom reveals that 90% of his bells go to an orphanage. 90%! When you pay off that 100,000 bell loan to Nook, he's only keeping 10,000. And notice how he only says this in a side game. That's because he's so humble that he doesn't even want the praise for doing this noble act. Tom Nook is painted as the villain by the Animal Crossing community and communities outside of it, but he's truly the nicest character in the whole series. Sure, Isabelle shows that she's friendly through her dialogue, but Nook shows that he's friendly through his actions. But anyways, that's about it for this video. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Who do you think is wrongfully villainized in the Animal Crossing series? Let me know in the comments below. Professor Pro, out.